All right, so I decided to do a video on protection magic. I know that I discussed last night about um, spiritual beings not being so spiritual and stuff like that. So I decided to do this lovely video on some quick protective magic, personal magical defense. I think a lot of times that people they was like, you got to protect yourself about this, you got to protect yourself about that. But the fact of the matter is, you should always be doing protective work. You should always be doing protective magic. You should always be, it should be a part of your everyday because people are going to be throwing things at you every day. I'm not going to go too deep, but I am going to kind of help you to understand what you need to be doing and why. You know, protective magic is your personal defense. You know, I've had people to ask me, what can I do? You know, um, when you talk about protective magic, you need to understand um, this. You need to understand that protective magic is energy or spell work that is focused on protecting yourself, your family, your workplace, objects from perceived harm or unintended harm, or just every day. Um, I like to keep it simple. I'm going to talk about a few points and practices that'll kind of help you adequately perform simple, everyday protective stuff. Um, the first thing that I'm going to say is, what is protection magic? To be plain, like what is it? And it's basically spell work, conjure work, energy work, whatever you want to talk about. And it's focused on protecting an individual, like I said, your family, your workspace from harm, right? Like some of the questions that I always ask is, from whom or what are you seeking protection from? Who are you trying to be? Who are you trying to? Is it people that you know, people that you don't know? Who's seeking to harm you and why? Those are questions that kind of help you to shape your particular barrier, so to speak, or to execute a particular type of working. It could be using sigils or symbols. It could be casting protective circles around particular areas. It could be cleansing your home. It could be cleansing you. It could be cleansing your job. It could be cleansing your car. Um, the evil intent or evil focus, it's always in the details. So, with that said, I want you guys to, number one, know that, and let me say this and be very clear. A lot of times, no one has the authority over or the power to make you feel some kind of way or to destroy you unless you give them that intended um, that okay, this person can do this to me, okay, that person can do that to you, because a lot of times a lot of people, they think that they're being worked and they really not. It's how you feel about yourself. It's what you are perceiving something to be. um so think about that concept. Think about that. So the concept of like your energy field, it's like your place. It's like your place of you, your place of peace. So the skill of creating that is very simple. The barrier that we give, it kind of guards us and our valuables against energies that have potential harm, or cause disruption in our intent or our flow. The first thing that you should always be doing is cleansing. You should always be cleansing. A simple cleansing that works all the time. You can take a cap full of ammonia and you can put it in your bath water. If you don't have a bathtub, you can take that same cap full, put it in a gallon of water, and pour it all over yourself. You can do that once or twice a week. Shake it up, read Psalms 23 and 91 over it, and you can go on. Okay? You can. That's a simple one. Some of them are more complex, some of them are not, but this is a simple cleansing. It does work. Even if you take a little capful of your chamber lye, and if you're not from the South, you know that chamber lye is your TT, your PP. So you can take a cap full of that. I didn't say a cup full, walking around smelling like ammonia and shit, and flies buzzing around you. I'm talking about just a small little cap full. And if you don't know what a spiritual bath is, a spiritual bath is not you ain't using soap and water. You're using herbs. You're using bath washes to cleanse your energetic field. As long as you live, people are going to be trying to throw work on you. As long as you live, someone's going to say something fucked up or negative to try to stop your growth or stop your process or whatever. But it doesn't hold power and it doesn't hold true if you don't believe in it. It's just like hexing and cursing. Everybody can't be hexed. Everybody can't be cursed. These are facts. Okay? So, what I wanted to tell you guys is that you can use the method of the white light. And the light, it starts at the top of your head and it slowly works itself all over your body. And envisioning this field that is clear, it's full of peace, and it's isolated from any unwanted energy or influence. Okay? You can definitely do that. That's where hinting, casting a circle. A lot of Wiccans and stuff like that, they cast circles, not necessarily conjuring hoodoo and voodoo people, but we do cast a particular type of circle for our work. I'm not trying to make this too long. I will tell you, salt, kosher salt is really good for protecting where things can't come in. So don't put that on your altar table, but you can use salt to help things stay out. Google magical seals and for protection. Google though. This is protection too. So is this. So those are symbols, those are sigils, those are signs. And they date back all the way back to the Stone Age. So drawing symbols and sigils, that's like the oldest form of like protection magic. And it's the most widely used. So remember that. And that's they do that. And it's not exclusive, let me be clear, to paganism or to Wicca or to witchcraft. This is, you use these all the time. That's where BBs and everything else come from. Is these are visual signs of manifested things that you can write down as far as protection. You can also, people use it on their hands. They put it on the inside of their hands. You can wear amulets. You can wear protective objects. This is a protective object. You wonder why you buy like your tourmaline or your obsidian bracelet and you've been wearing it and then the bitch break. Well, it was protecting you for something, and now it's done. Now it's done its job. So you don't. You could throw it away and then get you another one. Let me give y'all a list of protection herbs. Some good protection herbs. Anise. Anise is good against the evil eye and bad charms. You also have basil. Basil's good for prosperity, and it's also good for protection. Bay leaves, black pepper, cayenne pepper, cloves, coriander, cumin, dill, fennel, garlic. Garlic blocks negativity. Leeks, leeks, lime, marjoram, rosemary, salt. I told you that. Coconut is really good for protection and stuff too, as well as blueberry. We already know that when we want to protect something and also kind of like a home blessing, you can put lavender for peace, sage is really good for good vibes, sea salt for purity, and you can use some white rice for like abundance, and you can put it in a little mason jar, shake that shit up and put it in the four corners of your home. That's really good and stuff too for protection. Let me give you guys some, I'm trying not to make this a long ass video about magical protection. You can also, I'm gonna give you some scriptures too. If you don't believe in the Bible or the power in it, I understand. I'm not tripping off of that. I just want to kind of give you guys some pointers because we talked about quite a few things on my the video I did. So I wanted to give you some what's the word? Armor? Yeah, armor. So these are some scriptures for protection, okay? So I'm going to give you these. The first one is Psalms 91, and particularly 91 and 4, okay? Psalms 18 and 2, Job 16, verses 19 through 21, 2 Corinthians 1 and 10, Psalms 3 and 3, John 1, 4 and 4, Psalms 119 and 105, and Psalms 89 and verse 11, and then James 4 and 7. Okay. You can simply get you a white candle. You don't. White is universal anyway. So you can get you a white taper candle. You can get you a 7-day candle. If you don't have any oil, a great protection oil, I sell it. Or you can get you some olive oil, just some straight olive oil, and bless it and pray over it and consecrate over it, and you can use that to help you with your protection. Like I said, people are throwing stuff all the time. They're throwing things all the time. You can mix those herbs that I said. You can put them in a little sachet and you can carry it wherever you go. I mean, you can even mix them in a flower arrangement, or you can infuse them in water and create a spray if that's what you want to do. I create a protection mist as well. That's on the site. Let me put that plug in. The oil and the mist is on the site. I put some of those things, but I also put other things inside those as well. Let me see. I'm really trying to make this. I'm trying to make this short and good. If you are protecting your children, you can create a little pocket in a book bag and you can sew it in there. I think that if you make things like this a part of your everyday, then you won't be necessarily having to do so much work if you do feel. And remember, return to sender spells always work. Reversal spells, they always work. And remember what I'm saying to you more importantly. Stay positive. Be strategic in placement. And don't overdo it. I am Magical Lady Duchess. You can go to my website, magicalladyduchess.com. You can also go to my store. My store is here in Mesquite. The number is 469-466-9801, and it's under MLD Holistic Healing. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Like I said, I wasn't trying to make this long, but I did want to give you something of substance, okay? So protection magic is really big with everything that's going on, and so I wanted you to get that. So remember what I said, the 3 things. Like, stay positive, be very strategic in your placement of where you put things, and don't fucking overdo it. Many blessings and ashe to you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. No, I don't have no lashes on, and I ain't got no makeup on either, but I'm still here and I'm still cute, okay? All right. Ashe.